morning, boys and girls. Today we are going to talk about whether something sinks or floats. When we have a container like this one and there's water in it, if I put something inside like a ball, if I put a ball in and the ball goes all the way to the bottom, that means it sinks. So it sinks if it goes to the bottom. So I'm going to write sink, sink. It will sink if it goes to the bottom. If I put the ball in and the ball floats on the top of the water, that means it floats. So we're going to do an experiment to see whether something will sink or whether it will float. Okay, I am ready for my experiment. I have something that I can make my notes on so I can look back and see whether more things sank or more things floated. So, if it floats, if it stays on the top of the water, I'm going to use my green marker to write it in one of the green boxes. If it's something that sank down to the bottom of the water, then I'm going to use my black marker and fill in one of the black boxes. Okay. This silver metal spoon. So this metal spoon, do you think it's going to sink or float? I think it's going to sink. Where did it go? What happened? Can you see it? Use my towel so you can see it a little bit better. Because it sinks. It's down on the bottom. A plastic spoon. Do we think the plastic spoon is going to sink or the plastic spoon is going to float? Well, this spoon, this shape of spoon, sank to the bottom. So I'm going to say this one's going to sink too. Let's see. What happened? Yeah, it stayed on the top of the water. It floats. The plastic spoon floats on the top. Some cookie cutters. I have a heart and I have a star. This one is made of metal and this one is made of plastic. Do we think that this metal star cookie cutter is going to sink to the bottom or is it going to float? I think it's going to float, sink like the metal spoon did. There it is. It sank. And let's try this plastic heart one. Do you think it's going to sink or float? I think it's going to float. Let me see. That sank too. So not everything that's made of plastic floats. Interesting. This bottle of hand sanitizer. Do you think it's going to float or sink? Let's find out. You see it? It's here at the top. That means it floats. Marker. Do you think this marker is going to sink to the bottom or is it going to float on the top? I think it's going to float. Let me see. Ha! I was right. The marker floats. This die. Sink or float? I think maybe it's going to float. What do you think? Let me see. Oh, do you see that? Move these. It sank to the bottom. A rubber band. Think it's going to sink or float? I think it's going to float. Let's see. Aw, man, it sank. Sunglasses. It floats. A pencil. It floats. What about this coin? I think it's going to sink. Yep, it sank to the bottom. Can you even see it down there? I don't know if you can see it. It's down at the bottom. Oh, there it is. We know that the coin sinks to the bottom, but I wonder if I can find a way to help it float. Let's see. Maybe I wonder if this could be a boat. It floats. Okay, I hope my boat can hold the coin. It does. I wonder if it can hold 5 coins. So I already put 1 in. How many more do I put in? 4 more. Okay. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. And the last one. Ooh, I found a strong boat. This bowl was a boat. I wonder if I can find another boat. Maybe this lid? It's a little bit smaller. It does float. Let's see if I can make my coins float on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does float. For a second, I thought it wasn't. Maybe if I add 1 more. 6. Oh, it still floats. Let's add more. 7. Oh, it sank. So it can only hold 6. I have this piece of aluminum foil. I can fold this aluminum foil a little bit into a shape that I might want. Wow, I was able to fit 30 coins onto my boat. I can't wait to see what things you find that sink and float, and maybe you can even make a boat out of something to hold some coins. Well, have fun today. We miss you, and remember, I love you. Bye-bye.